Britt makes an upsetting discovery, Lucas is thrown, Alexis is dismayed, Willow plays dirty, Emma gets an important call. Cody slept with the horses after a fight with Molly, and Britt agreed to Jason's plan to save her. At the island cabin, Britt wakes up and tells Jason she feels amazing. They kiss. She wishes they could stay there alone. He assures her they will only have to be apart temporarily. Britt has faith in him. He doesn't want her to be afraid. He's determined to set her free from Cullum and Sidwell. It will be hard to pretend last night didn't happen. Jason says they know the truth and that's all that matters. They get ready to leave. She will get him some of her meds so he can have them reverse engineered. She worries about how long it will take. He assures her Brick will get it done. Rick stops by Sonny's and is surprised when his brother asks him to make sure Michael doesn't lose his children. Rick explains he can't be on Michael's side after he represented Willow. Sonny wants him to broker a compromise. Rick agrees a compromise would be best, but the chance that Michael and Willow will negotiate is low. He worries that Michael will even give him the time of day after how he went after Michael on the stand. His brother insists they need to do this. At the Quartermains, Chase tells BLQ how much he likes spending time with the kids. Gio and Emma arrive and ask how mad Tracy is. BLQ is confused. They explain that Tracy wants to get back all the family heirlooms. They were supposed to help her but haven't heard from her since last night. Chase makes some calls but Tracy wasn't in a crash. Tracy wanders in complaining. They all hug her. Tracy explains that she got stuck with Martin all night. She says she resolved things with him. They worry about what that means, but she says that Martin helped her load her stuff in her car. Chase hopes she talked to Willow before entering the house. They tell him that she was only getting what was hers. The cop worries she could get arrested. She points out Drew's attorney witnessed the whole thing and he backs down. Jason walks in and they ask where he was all night. They tell him his son was out all night. Emma gets a call about Anna. A cop in France found her. She claimed she was being held captive and wanted everyone warned that Faison is alive. Alexis arrives at her office where Willow is waiting for her. She explains her visitation hearing is coming up and she will have to do it alone. She wants Willow to represent her and show the family court judge what a good mother she is. Alexis suggests she ask Rick. Willow points out he disappeared on her so she doesn't trust him. Willow says that Michael is endangering the children by openly dating a criminal. She has a file folder full of Jacinda's criminal record. Alexis doesn't want to take the case. Willow pleads, saying that they both know you do what you have to for the sake of the kids. Alexis offers to consider it and get back to her. Willow says that if she doesn't help, she doesn't get to see Scout. The lawyer agrees to help her. Once Willow walks out, Alexis tells Susan that she was just blackmailed again. She doesn't want to hand the kids over to a woman who shot her husband in the back. Subscribe to Soap Spoilers newsletter at Bobby S. Lucas and Marco are having lunch. The doctor suggests they get their own apartment. He's lived with him long enough to know he loves it. They can easily afford a nice place downtown. Marco asks if he's not happy at Windermere. Lucas says it's his dad's place. Marco explains he and his father have become much closer since they lived together. He's wanted that closeness and he's afraid he might lose it. Lucas gets that but Pascal creeps him out. Marco says he's just an attentive butler. Lucas feels like he follows him from the catacombs. Leave the catacombs alone, Marco snaps. Marco apologizes for snapping and claims he was just lost in a cave as a child and worries. They notice Britt come in and Lucas assumes she was out with a man all night. Marco gets back to making him promise to stay out of the catacombs. He assures him they can look for their own place in May. When Britt gets to her room, she notices her meds are missing. Michael and Jacinda are at a table discussing ganache. He missed her last night, she likes that. They talk about how hard it is to make pancakes until Christina shows up. She's happy to see how happy they look. Michael admits he's happy about Drew having a stroke. That finally got him out of their lives. When Jacinda walks off to take a call, Michael and his sister discuss his awkward living situation. Jacinda returns and complains about work. She's still determined to learn all she can from Nina. Sonny calls Michael and asks him over to the house. Jacinda and Christina chat about how lucky she is to be with Michael. Christina is happy they found each other. Willow enters and thanks Jacinda for helping her reunite with her children. Her past is going to help her get visitation. Christina calls Willow unstable and urges her to take a hard look at herself. Willow reminds her of her mistakes and adds she's not sure she wants Scout exposed to her. Michael arrives at his dad's and isn't happy to see Rick there. Sonny makes it clear that he no longer represents Willow. He's there to try to make peace. Michael claims he doesn't have to compromise. Rick disagrees. Willow has been exonerated and is married to a congressman while Michael is facing potential charges. Sonny tells his son he needs to compromise so the judge won't decide in Willow's favor. Michael insists they are wrong and he doesn't need to compromise with anyone. He gets a call from Diane. The DA wants to question him about the shooting.